Hey guys,
I'm Melissa.
I'm Patty.
And we are
Efecto podcast. We're
Welcome
back. This isn't a fever dream. We are back.
It's official.
Yes.
Like, we're back, guys.
Did you miss us?
I'm sure you did.
It's like, was that like Pretty Little Liars?
Like, it's like,
or Gossip Girl?
Yeah.
Like, did you miss me?
Blah, 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 blah. XOXO. Efecto podcast.
Oh, period. I ruined it. Sorry.
And clearly, we are in a new space.
Yes.
Shout
out Mely for finding this.
I'm like, guys, we got sound. We got a whole setup. So exciting.
Mely's mic is on.
Yeah, like I don't have to worry about hitting record. Well, we do. But like,
it's a lot easier.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, welcome back. We're so excited to be back.
Yes.
A little nervous, not even gonna lie.
Yeah, it's been a long time. The last time we were on the other side of the camera, the mic, whatever you're listening, watching us on, I was sick and Mely advised me to put Vicks up my ass.
Period.
I'd like to report back that I did not try it. For the record, I did not try it and I'm okay.
But let me just say, it took her some time to get better.
It did. But bitch, I was not going to try that. Fuck
Next
no.
time, let us know if you guys tried it. We know it's gotten around to a few folks, so let us know.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, again, like I mentioned, like I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah,
We're excited. Too. We're nervous. Clearly it's been a while, so thank you guys for still, like, for those of you who reached out and like are like, oh my gosh, when are you guys coming back, so on. So we appreciate them. I mean, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate them. Yeah, we're back, but
it's been a lot. So the last episode posted was in February, like end of Feb,
and we're in June.
Yeah.
So what? June 9th.
Yeah.
June.
It's been a lot. And for those of you that are following us on social media, you may already know why we were gone for so long. And if you don't, you should be following us.
Yeah, that part.
Like, link down in the below bio. Yeah, where do we start?
I know, we just gotta... Okay, well, I guess we'll start on a positive note. Well, no, we can't really...
We just start from the beginning?
Start from the start. Yeah, I mean, start from the beginning.
Period.
Start from the beginning.
Did we mention we're nervous?
And also, like, just revisiting all of these things. Like, I'm already starting to, like, even just get emotional. Like, it's gonna be an emotional episode. We have to relive everything a little bit. So, you know, just...
We didn't bring tissues. That's the one. We're gonna have to get tissues.
That's true.
From the bathroom.
Yeah, but,
yeah, my eyes are already getting watery.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a hard one, guys. But yeah, let's get into it. So,
okay, so let's go back to beginning of March.
Yeah.
So the last time we were talking, it was like Bad Bunny just like was about to announce the tour. It was about to go on. We were so ready. We're like, we're gonna be there. Yep. Unfortunately, we didn't make it to any of the dates. So one of our uncles has been or was battling a sickness for a long time, his entire life. He was an addict. That's like all really we're gonna say. And it was basically like the end of his battle. And it went from like he's not doing well to he's getting worse to oh shit, this is it.
Yeah, guys, we were like that whole month, it was a lot of like, okay, what's next? Or like us thinking like, okay, one minute it was not okay, but there was like hope. The next minute it was like, oh no. And then we would see him bounce back. So it was just whole roller coaster until, as Patty mentioned, it was finally like, oh shit, okay. And, you know, he got sent home. So went back to my grandma's.
I think also it was also hard because he's been dealing with this, I mean, since forever. Like, our entire lives, this was just part of him. And again, it was just like a little part of him. It didn't define him because this Theo, our Theo Hector, a.k.a. Torero, the
AKA
funniest cocksucker. If you know, you know. One of the most genuine,
yeah, the biggest
people,
heart,
the funniest person,
so funny.
So fucking funny. Like, ugh.
Yeah, he lived a life to
The
fucking fullest.
Yeah,
like,
the
literally.
reason, like, the way we are, like, as cousins, how we talk to each other, like, we're like, we make faces, is because of him.
Yeah.
Like, even our little weird voices when we talk,
Yep.
it's because of him, because that's how he was. His nickname was Torero, because that's what he was. And it's hard because, like, because of his addiction, people didn't always take him seriously. So they would think, like, when he would talk about when he would go to Spain or Canada or whatever, like, go bullfighting.
Bullshit.
Yeah, everyone was like, bullshit. Like, okay, yeah, like, let him talk.
And no, guys, he was legit.
He was legit. Not me hearing your phone.
I know, I heard it too.
I had to put
Sorry,
mine.
guys. But yeah, no, he was just, it was all legit. Like, he literally, again, lived life to the fullest. He generally loved what he did. Like, he was a torero. Like, yeah, right?
That was, like, literally his personality trait. Like, that was his thing.
Get, like,
oh, yeah, the
I don't even know what they're called. Yeah, and, like, he would just, like, do it.
He would do it with anything. Like, he would do it by himself, to our cousin's fucking dog.
Yeah.
And, like, he was, unfortunately, like, all the grandkids, like, all of us cousins, we're all older now. There's 2 that are babies, but, like, we're all older. And this was the first sibling of our parents to pass. So it was kind of crazy because, like, not only were we going through it with our parents, but, like, we had to be there for our parents.
Yeah. And they all took it, you know, they took it very hard. Obviously, it's the first sibling. And within our family, like, after, like, we've had, like, you know, people who have passed away on a different side of the family and so on. But within our immediate family, it was just, like, our grandpa, which obviously that was hard, but there hadn't been anyone else after that. And the fact that, again, we have been going through this with him for so long. And it was constantly that, like, oh, he's okay, he's coming back. And he always made it through. And this time when they didn't see that happening, it was definitely hard, and it took a toll on them because they were expecting him to come back, bounce back, recover. And I think, I mean, I know we've talked about this and we've told our moms and stuff, like, you should prepare. We've been telling this to them for a while. And I think regardless of everything that was happening, they still weren't getting, you know, I don't know, at least for my mom, she wasn't processing it. She was trying not to. And until finally she really had no choice. And she's like, oh shit, okay, like, it's actually, like, happening. But yeah, it's just, it was, I mean, it's been a long process.
It was a long, painful, like, sad thing to watch. Like, you're literally watching someone deteriorate before your eyes. And it wasn't just overnight. It was over a span of basically our lives. But it really was from, like, 2015. It was the year of your senior prom. From there to 2024, where it really was like, oh shit, like, all the back and forth. And unfortunately, our tío passed. But he passed away at home, where he wanted to be, where my grandma wanted him to be.
With all of us.
And that's the crazy part. Literally, he was surrounded by all of his siblings and the majority of his nieces and nephews. And this uncle, he wasn't married. He didn't have children that we know of.
I know. Literally.
There might be little toreros out there.
Yeah.
But we were his kids. He said we were his kids.
Yeah, he always said that. And literally till the last second, the last breath, we were there with him as a family, just, you know, supporting our parents, supporting our grandma in any way that we could, supporting each other. And yeah, like, it was hard, but
definitely not how we thought 2024 was gonna start.
Yeah.
And we had, like, all these plans and whatnot, and literally, like, even the week that, like, he passed, Mely and I were like, okay, we're gonna go see Bad Bunny. And we're like, okay, we'll go that, like, the last night, that Friday.
Yeah.
we didn't buy tickets because we were both, and we did say we're like, regardless, we're gonna go.
Yeah.
But as things were happening, and then
literally within this, like, throughout the day.
Yeah, throughout the day, it was literally like he got sent home, and we're like, okay, like he's still like holding on, blah blah blah, and then literally it was like March 15th.
Yeah.
The day, the last Bad Bunny show in LA, and during the day we're like, oh fuck, like okay, we're not going, like we need to be here, and then literally that night, he passed.
Yeah. And it was just something like we had gone to pick up. I think we went to pick up food that day too, right?
I didn't go with you guys.
Yeah. Like, I just remember we picked up food and we were still going through it. And like I was thinking, I already told my mom too, like, oh, we're gonna get Bad Bunny tickets, like we're gonna make it through. She's like, yeah, like definitely, like go enjoy it. And again, like in our head, we're like, yeah, we had said we're gonna be there, we need this, like obviously it's like bonito, but it's like we just want, it was just gonna be helpful and it's gonna be a good time. But then throughout the day, literally, like as hours went by, we're like, oh fuck,
it just got like worse and worse, and then it was like fuck, and it was very hard. And then through the midst of all of that, so back, we never mentioned this on camera, but back in January, I decided, I was like, fuck it. I turned 30 this year. I turned 30 in April. And I've always said I wanted to go to Puerto Rico. And literally I was like, fuck it. For my dirty 30, we're going to Puerto Rico. So we booked everything January before anything with my tío. And we were leaving like the end of March, and we were gonna come back after my birthday. My birthday's April 2nd, and I wanted to spend my actual birthday in Puerto Rico. So we were gonna come back, I think it was like the 3rd or the 4th, after, like a couple days after. So our tío passes, and literally we're like, oh shit, we have this trip planned. It's not just us, it's 2 other girls. And literally everything's going through my fucking mind. Everything's going through, fuck, like I need to cancel it, like I can't go. And then literally everyone was like, you have to go. And it was like literally to like the last minute where I was like, fuck it, like I'm going. And I was like, am I gonna come back? It was this whole thing of like, should I come back for his services? Because his services were literally on my birthday and the day after. So I was like, oh shit, like I'm literally not gonna be here for it.
And it was a lot of back and forth in between too about the days because of Easter.
Yeah.
And like, when are we gonna get his body? So it was like all of this, and we didn't like. It was like days before that we were like the days, like the dates got set, but
it was literally like the week that we were gonna leave to Puerto Rico. We left on a Thursday night. I think it was like Monday, Tuesday they had the appointment to like figure out the days. And that's when I was like, oh shit. Ultimately, you came back, and because it was my birthday, and there were 2 other girls that were still there. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna stay. Both of my parents were like, you have to stay, like it is what it is, like la vida sigue. And my mom reassured me that my grandma wasn't gonna be mad at me. And literally everyone was like, you swear if your tío was here, you think he would give a fuck? Your tío would have been like, bitch, you are stupid, you better be. My tío would have left. My tío, if he was in my position, he would have been gone. He would have booked back-to-back trips. He would have been like, bitch, I'm in Tijuana, bitch, I'm in Spain, bitch, I don't know, wherever the fuck he would go.
Yeah.
But yeah, ultimately we went to Puerto Rico.
So much fun.
It was so much fun.
Literally, guys, beautiful. The food we tried, is it mofongo?
Yeah, mofongo.
Mofongo. It was really good. Thanks, Ren. Thanks, Rose.
We'll edit that part.
But the food was so good. We got there and literally, like, he's like, okay, you guys gotta try authentic food.
So let's backtrack. Ren is a family friend of mine, and for a year he moved to Puerto Rico after he graduated college. He's Puerto Rican, and for years I was like, I'm gonna go to I was like, I'm gonna go to Puerto Rico. He's like, oh, we'll see. Everyone says they're gonna come visit, but they never do. And I was like, I was like, watch. I'm gonna go on a girls trip. Like, you better be ready.
Yeah.
And then when I booked everything, him and his girlfriend were such big help looking for an Airbnb. because
it was perfect.
we literally were like, because in Puerto Rico you don't know, you could it'll be nice, but you could be in a really bad area. So we were like sending him screenshots of like the map, and he's like, this is, I recommend here, here, and here. Cool. Picked us up from the airport, gave us like a tour, took us to go get mofongo. Like, they were just like the best. They made sure they made us feel at home.
Yeah, and then it was just nice knowing like, okay, we have them in case, like, you know,
worst case
yeah, like, but it was, no, they were so great. And again, that food, oh, it was so good.
Yeah,
and I'm so glad that they were there to take us, because if not, like, if we would have stayed in the other area, I feel like we would have tried it, but if it didn't feel like authentic. So when they took us to that place, it was like, I forgot what I got, but even just like the meat, it was like, it was like a chicharrón, but then it wasn't, and like with the mofongo, oh, it was so
and
so
then
good.
and
the piña colada,
and then the ketchup, the like mayo ketchup.
Yes,
oof,
that was so good, guys. Like just mixing it between, it was just
so good. But yeah, literally once it was like, we got there, piña coladas. Let's
like,
go.
it's vacation.
And that was like our go-to drink. Like everywhere was like a piña colada.
It was so good.
So
and it
good.
just felt right. I'm like, this is what I gotta be drinking here.
No,
like, I don't know.
Literally so good. So literally we were, first night, we literally check in. We kind of, I don't think we explored. We like went to the grocery store.
Yeah.
What did we survive off of?
Chips, alcohol, cereal. Barely any water. I was actually just staying pretty hydrated, but like
you
even
were
then,
drinking, because we realized that Mely was the one drinking all the water. Because bitch, when you left, the water was full. We woke up one day, Zoo was like, Mely's the only one who's been drinking water,
guys, because literally we would only drink and then eat chips and freaking cereal. I'm like, oh my god, I needed water at least.
It was so funny. But yeah, first night we went to Placita. It was cool. We went early not knowing.
Yeah.
But like we kind of felt it out. We kind of knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Cool. And then the next day, we went. It started off not on the right foot, because once we got there, I was feeling very insecure in like my body, and like I didn't like anything that like I had brought. So I was like, ugh, I'm not feeling myself. So I was just very like uncomfortable in like what I wore that night. So I didn't really like let loose. And then the second day, we're like, oh, let's go to the beach. And then we were going to go to the Bacardi mixology. So we went to the beach for a bit, like an hour, 2 hours. Change. But then like,
literally, guys, the Uber, we couldn't like get the place. It was so weird.
It didn't come up.
Yeah, it wasn't coming up. I tried it with mine. We tried it with Tulema's. Wasn't working. I think we even tried it with yours. And then finally, Ashley tried it with hers. Somehow it came up, and by that time we were already going to be late. They weren't going to let us in. It was like we had 5 minutes until the reservation. It was like 15 minutes away. On top of that was waiting for the Uber to pick us up.
There was just
no way. And then if we were going to get there, they were not going to let us in. So we're like, damn.
And literally the only two things I like had planned,
I was so excited for that
for like to do on the trip. That was like the second one I was most excited about. It was like that and another activity. So I was like, oh, okay, like that didn't work out. Oh, and the beach we went to, we couldn't even fucking really swim in it, because literally there was a sign that said danger, no swimming. And I was like, are you fucking kidding? I was like, I need to be in the beach. Like I'm like, I'm not feeling it. Like I'm just very sad. I was like isolating myself. I was like, this is just not it. And then when we couldn't do the mixology thing, I was like, are you fucking kidding? I just kept laughing, like, you know, fuck, this is a fucking joke. Whatever. And we just start walking around. So when we start exploring, walking around, we find this other spot,
like in the little corner.
And they have piña coladas.
Yes, they were so good.
Oh, so good. And then in that same street, we're like, there's a beach entrance here. We go and we're like, this is the spot. this. Oh, we went through the hotel.
Oh yeah,
and we were like looking, and it was like maybe like 4 or 5 o'clock. And the girls were like, we can come back and like go swimming. And in my head, I'm like, because I'm on LA time, like, are we gonna have time? Like, we still want to go out later tonight, because that night we were supposed to go to the club. We're gonna go to the club.
Literally. That's just crazy.
And literally, I'm like, fuck it, like, let's go. Like, I want to go swimming. So we go back. Change, and we get the little birds.
They were, oh my god, they were so much fun.
It took forever. Like, I had the worst luck because nothing worked. And then I tried going on with Ashley. Didn't work. Whatever. We made it. We got to the beach. Literally, we got drinks. Remember at that little thing with
the
guy?
Yeah.
With the guy with the Brazil.
Yes. Guys, one of them, I was like, oh. Because,
all of us.
Okay, like, and then I guess just some backstory to that. You know, it's Puerto Rico. I was expecting, like, damn, I'm going to see some fine-ass men, all this stuff.
That was on my bucket list.
Literally, like, we were like, all of us were expecting that. Guys, nothing.
And if they did, they had a girlfriend.
Yeah. And then we get to the beach, and then that set up, literally all three of them, but that one, I was like,
all of us, like, we all had our glasses on. We're just like looking like,
we're like, this is what I was expecting every single one of you to look like. He was making the drink. I got a little video of him. I said, oh my God. And guys, he had the glasses on, so we were kind of like, fuck, without the glasses. But there was a moment, but like, they were
he took his glasses off. We were like,
and he had colored eyes. I said, oh my God.
We're like,
we're like, este sí, es lo que estaba esperando.
But they're cool people. Like, everyone was so nice.
So nice.
Like,
so nice.
The energy is just different. Island life, like, they're very go with the flow. And
at its, like, slow pace. Like, pace.
Yeah. Literally, like, not in a rush. Yeah. So, literally, we finished our drinks, and immediately me and Zoo are like, we need to get in the water. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it was, but it literally was, like, the minute I dove into the water was warm. Yeah, it was beautiful. The moment I like dove in, it felt like I cleansed myself. Like I needed that shit. I needed to be in nature, into the ocean. You already know we love the fucking beach. We're fucking fish. Loved it.
Yeah.
And then we're just swimming for a bit.
I know I didn't get in that room.
Oh yeah, not that time. And then we went like back to the Airbnb to like get ready. Cool. We start getting ready. I had to like wash my hair, blew it out. I take forever to get ready. We already know it's a process. Yeah. So I'm over here making good time. Yeah. You're basically ready.
Yeah, we're like the three of we're outside like pretty much ready.
Yeah, they're like I'm like a step behind everyone. Yeah. So like my hair is done. They're on their starting their makeup. Yeah. Okay. And then they're done with their makeup. I just start my makeup and it's fucking hot. So hot. We're like inside with the AC and then we're outside. And then I'm inside doing, like, my makeup. Mely's, like, chilling. Mm-hmm. Ashley's chilling. And Zoo's on the balcony on the phone. And then all of a sudden, I hear the door open. And she's like, it's raining. And then, boom, blackout.
Guys.
It was literally an apagón.
Yeah. Which was crazy. We're, like, at that moment, the three of us, like, Zoo, Ashley, and I looked at each other, like, there's no fucking way.
I literally started laughing. I was like,
no.
I was like, say psych right now.
We all grab our phones to put the light on Patty. We're like, finish your makeup.
No, hold on. That's not how. I literally was like, say psych right now.
It was crazy.
We go outside and we're just like, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like, it's beautiful. Like, it's honestly like, I was like, if I was not ready, I kept saying, I want to go run in the rain. Yeah. And then it's like, no, bitch, you're not going to run in the rain. And then I was on the phone and Mely goes, okay, bitch. She's like, get your ass inside and get ready. And I'm like, ugh. And I'm like, first of all, how am I going to get from here to the Uber? I was like, bitch, my hair's going to I'm going to be soaked. We don't have jackets. Yeah. Mely's like, we'll figure it out. Okay, remember, no power, no lights, nothing. So all these girls are using their flash. Literally. And I was barely on like my foundation.
Yeah, like she had just started, guys.
So I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. And then I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, I don't have a lot of battery left. Mm-hmm. And then I got nervous and I'm like, okay, is the club even like, do they have power? Like what's going on? Whatever, I'm like, I'm doing my fucking process. And then the next day, we had to be up early because this is the one thing that I told Mely from the beginning. I was like, if I don't do this one thing, this is honestly like the one thing I want to do when we're out here. And that was like an ATV thing through the rainforest, which we had to be up early for. I was like, we don't know if we're going to get power. We don't know if we can charge our phones. We need to save our phone battery for our alarm and call an Uber and whatever. So we ended up not going out that night. Mm-hmm. So I was like, whatever. We watched, is that when we watched a scary movie?
I think so. I think we ordered like Uber Eats. And then, we started.
And then we watched a movie and then we went to bed. And then in the middle, like the next day at like 4 a.m., the power came back. Yeah. So we're like, thank God. And then that's when we went to the ATV.
ATVs, which that day was so much fucking fun. It
Honestly,
was like the best thing ever.
That was like the reset button that we all needed.
It was so fun.
Like from beginning
beautiful. And then like it was just
our tour guide.
He was the best, guys. He was just so funny. He brought all the vibes. He was loving our group.
He kept saying, he was like, I have the best group of the day. He's like, my first group.
And then the moment literally the moment we got there, he was like, like already like cracking jokes and stuff. And then when they put us on the section, I thought about it too. I was like, damn, like I kind of hope we get him.
Yeah.
And then they're like putting everyone in rows, and then all of a sudden like someone came and he's like, no, and then he went in front. I was like, yes, he's our tour guide. But no,
I don't remember his name.
I don't remember either. But he was so cool.
So cool. And so it was the four of us and like these two other girls that were together.
Yes, I forgot about them. Guys.
And then, so when we're going, they like lead in the line.
Yeah.
So it was like our tour guide, the two girls, and then Sulema, me, Ashley, Mely.
Yeah.
So they say you have to keep
the same
same amount of distance, like no more than like a little carrito space.
Okay.
Yeah, so the two carritos space. And I already fucking knew, like, we didn't even have to, none of us had to say anything to anybody, but the two girls in the front, they couldn't keep up.
Yeah, they just couldn't.
The fucking guide was all the way over there, and they were back, and they were holding us back. So he thought by moving the girl that was holding us back to the front, switching with her homegirl, was gonna fix it. We literally fixes it, and then we go not even a minute. We pull over.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait right here. He's like, we're gonna make a change real quick.
He moves both of them.
Yeah, he literally, another group comes of slower people, and he puts those two girls with them. He's like, okay, now it's just us.
And all of us were like, oh, thank God. We're like, because literally, guys, they were so slow. We were ready. We're like, okay, let's go. And this bitch was barely moving. I said, oh my God. I was like, literally, I kept looking. I'm like, are you kidding me? But as soon as they moved them, I was like, thank God. I was like, thank you.
It was so good. It was beautiful. It was slow.
Yeah. It was so bad.
You just had to stay at the same fucking speed as him.
Yeah. And as soon as he moved them, even just a while in, I could tell he started going faster, because we were going a little faster than any of the other ones, and he was just kind of going along. But it was so much fun. It was literally the best. And then we get to obviously he's telling us a little bit about where we were, and then we got to is it a lake or a pond? What is that?
A river, lake.
A river. I guess a river. Yeah. We get to the river, and his jokes is, oh my God, it was just so funny.
We literally jump in, and we're so excited.
It felt so
we literally were
nice.
we just stripped. Yeah. We had bathing suits on. We just jump in.
Yeah.
We felt so amazing. There's a part where Mely, or I don't know if it was you or Ashley, the guy's telling us a story of he's giving us history or whatever. Ashley makes a joke, and all of a sudden Mely starts fucking laughing, but Mely's looking that way. And the tour guide looks at her, and she's like, I'm sorry, but she's like, that guy's wearing pants.
Oh yes, guys, he literally full on pants. I'm like, oh my God,
cargos. Yeah, he just came out of the water,
coming out. We're like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, sir. I'm like, do your thing, but I was like, why? It was, yeah.
It probably doesn't sound funny, but in the moment, literally, we're like,
it was just what the fuck. Even the guy was the tour guy was like, oh, no, but no. And then he did. He painted on someone.
On me.
Yeah.
He did the little. He gave us a story.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I just remember if it makes that noise.
The rocks and
he made the paint, and it was that thing that sounds like a cricket.
Mm-hmm.
But that symbol represents home.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we continued the tour, and then we went to this little place, and we got the empanada, pizza empanada.
It was so good.
The skewer, and then we fucking were like, oh, we had 10 minutes,
yeah,
and we got a fucking big pina colada. We're like, oh my God, we gotta chug.
We're literally
everyone
chugging.
is everyone has something. We're like, chug.
And
pass.
he was like, if y'all are not here, we're leaving.
So we're fugation. Literally, it's we're passing it along. We finish it by the grace of God.
Oop, we did that.
And then we keep going.
Yeah.
And then once we take a picture with the bandera.
Yeah. Yeah. And then finally there is a part he's like, okay, girls, you gotta put your pants back on now. We're like, okay. Because we took like the pictures, and then like there's just us and just fucking bathing suits. Ashley's like with her little tiny ass bikini, all of us. But it was just so funny. Like he's like, okay, you guys gotta put your pants back on. We're like, okay. But it felt, even that just felt nice to just like dry it and like just air dry. Like, oh, and guys, it was just beautiful. Like the scenery, it was beautiful. It was such a good time. And then we go back. Then it took a while to get an Uber. It took a while. So we said bar, and we expected maybe one drink. The Uber took forever, maybe like an hour. Yeah, because we were going to another beach that was like nearby. So we put in the location, and it's telling me like, oh, 9 minutes, and then it keeps extending, and then it's saying it's here, like, or it's coming. It wasn't moving. So whatever, we start drinking. You guys start ordering like your like.
First, I think we had like a pina colada,
which was so good.
Like all of us, I think, got pina coladas first, and then I got, I think, a margarita, and then I went back to pina colada, and then I think we had like 3 or 4 shots.
Yeah. And then we didn't even get food there.
No, but we were lit. Yeah. Like within like a few minutes, it was like pop, pop, pop. Ashley was faded.
Yeah, she was so fucking drunk.
And then when we got into the Uber, we were like, ¿de dónde eres? He's like, aquí de Carolina. We're like, we started singing the Rouse song.
Yeah, like literally. And then we started talking about something, or Ashley, and then it's all about like tampons and stuff. Oh, yeah. And guys, like into detail. Like when I tell you details, I mean detail. And the guy is just like laughing. I was like, guys, like I was over here like I was shy. They're like, oh, and then he just starts cracking up, and like, but I was like, oh my god, we're really talking about this right now.
Oh my gatos.
And yeah, oh my gatos. And we get there, we go to a restaurant.
Mariscos. Yeah, but we were like walking through like whatever sounds,
because they have like all of these like little booths, and then we found that Marisco's place, and it was fire.
Bomb. The drinks
so good.
Is that where we had the passion fruit?
I think that's where you guys tried that there.
Passion fruit is big there. So that's where we tried the passion fruit margarita.
It was so good. I got another pina colada.
Game changer.
That pina colada was strong.
Oh, the drinks were...
They were strong. I remember I took a sip, and I think you guys tried it too. You were like, oh,
yeah, like,
it was literally strong. And we eat, we go back around. There's like this booth, and then we're like already
I'm wearing my dirty 30
like
thing.
And we passed through there, right?
He's like, oh,
the cumpleaños,
yeah. He goes, oh, birthday shots or free birthday shots. We're like,
and we're like, yeah, and like got. So the first one, I'm already throwing up. The first shot was good because it was that frozen thing, and then he said "espérense" or whatever, and he brings out a bottle. I have a picture of it. We'll insert it here or something, guys. He gives us a shot of that. I swear, like that shit. It tasted like, yeah.
It was hot.
It was so hot. It burned. I couldn't like get it
all
off
of us
me.
Were like, God
like
damn.
It was so bad. Like I was holding it in. I was like, I had just drink the pina colada. I don't drink rum, so I'm already like, I'm already drinking rum, and then you got this too, and I think that was rum.
It was a shot of rum,
and then the shots that we had of the other thing, I don't know what it was.
I don't know. We were just
like, we were like, fuck it, and we're going to the beach. I have a little Gatorade. I'm like drinking it. I'm like literally like I'm gonna throw up. I was holding it in. It's like I got nowhere to go. I don't know where the bathroom is, and I was like trying so hard not to even show it. I was like I will throw up, and then. No, and then we just go sit down, and then
we go to our spot, and it's beautiful,
so beautiful. Like
the beach is lit. So we went to a beach in Carolina, which was like 45. So we stayed in San Juan in Condado, and the rainforest we went to was Garibaldi.
Yeah,
rainforest. Yes, that's where we did the the tour. Yeah, we can like link all that stuff.
Yeah, we recommend.
Definitely recommend staying in Condado because you're close to like everything.
Yeah.
This was like the furthest thing we did. So then the beach was in Carolina. I don't remember the name of it, but we can put it down there.
One of your friends told you, I think, right?
One of my friends was like, make sure to go to this beach because you guys can do jet skis and all that stuff. Vibe. So we're like, cool. Yeah. So we went. Energy on another level. Like people were posted up. You could tell families were there, just like dancing.
Felt like locals. They had the music. Yeah. There are some girls getting content, baby content.
Dude,
she was going in.
Shameless.
Yeah,
like, get your shit, girl. Immediately into the water.
Yeah, guys, beautiful. The water was just perfect. It felt like you were just like in a pool. In a pool in the freaking ocean. It was so warm. It was the best thing ever. Patty and I were like, they're like, how is this real? Sulema too. Like, we were just like, but like the fact that, because we love the ocean. So we were just like, how? But yeah, it was the best thing ever.
It was so good. And literally like Zoo. So Mely was like in, and then she went back to lay out with Ashley. And then Zoo and I were in the water. And we see like everyone on jet skis were like, let's see, like, let's ask these guys for how much, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, you go to that booth and you can rent them. We're like, fuck it, let's go. Yeah. So we didn't tell them. We just went.
And they come back.
And we were like, okay, bitches, get up. We're going to go on jet skis. So because Zoo and I booked it, like, we were the only ones that were able to drive it. So I was like, okay, Mel, you're with me. Ashley, you're with Zoo.
Thank God. No shade, but thank God.
Because Zoo's probably like, bitches.
Yeah, because we love like the adrenaline. Yeah. And every time we're on the jet skis, like I already know, like, she's gonna go in, I'm gonna go, like, it's just, that's what we like.
It was so good. No,
so thank God.
We get on and it's like taking my time, and the whole time Mely kept saying, Patty, remember we're in the ocean.
Guys, because we've like rode jet skis at the lake, not with fucking waves. I'm like, Patty, we're in the ocean.
Before even like past like the buoy where I could go fast, she's like, Patty, don't forget we're in the ocean. I'm like, okay, bitch. Literally, boom. The second I passed, I was like, boom, I just literally. Took off. And Mely was like, bitch, can we be over here? And I go, yeah, look, wherever the buoys are. Because people weren't going all the way. Bitch, I was literally all the way. At first, I was going fast, but not that fast.
And I was like testing it, you know?
Yeah, I was like, let me feel it out.
Yeah.
Once I did like a lap, that was it. Dude, I still have scars right here from when I cut myself.
Oh my God.
Because I was gripping on so tight.
I know, I was like holding on to her as hard as I can. Especially the turns. That's what gets me. Like the turns, that's where I was like, you're going straight, all right. But the turns, especially with those waves, I was like, Patty, we're in the ocean. Patty, we're in the ocean. Because of fucking turns. There was one, we literally jumped all over the wave.
Yeah. So the whole time we're like looking for Ashley and Zoo. We're like, where the fuck are these bitches at?
Like literally.
They had to they're like 2 seconds in, their jet ski dies. So they had to get a new jet ski.
Yes.
And then Ashley was too scared to go fast. Yeah. So they were just like, and she's cruising.
Like, nah, it was Zoo.
Zoo's like, nah, no. Bitch. It's because Ashley wanted to be in control. But regardless, like we were passing them. And then they give you like 30 minutes. So we're going. And then I'm like going fast. I'm like, fuck it, let's go. And Mely's holding on, and I see a wave coming. And there's like a split second where I'm like, do I slow down? I was like, no. I told Mely, hold on. Yeah. She's like, Patty, we're in the ocean. Boom, bitch. I literally rev it. Woo, we get so much air. We both lift off of the fuck. I was like, this is it. We're going to fall off.
Yeah, I expected it too.
Boom, we just literally land.
Like we literally go over the wave. I was like, we were like, oh my God. Yeah, like that was like the best thing. Yeah. But guys, like it could have ended really bad. But it didn't. So, and then the videos that we have are so funny because Ashley was like taking pictures or whatever. And there was one, it was a motion one because you know, like when you do the portrait, whatever.
Live photo.
The live photo. And I like made it into a video and you just see us go boom. Like literally it's just like flashing by. Like oh my God, it was like the funniest shit ever. But that day was just so much fun.
It was so much fun.
We were exhausted afterwards, but it was like the best thing ever.
And then we went, because that was Sunday, so then we went back to the placita. We went to dinner.
Oh yes.
And then it started raining when we got to dinner. We're like, oh my God. We met the coolest.
He was so nice.
Waiter.
Yeah.
I follow him on IG.
From Venezuela? No, I don't remember if it was Venezuela, Colombia. One of those.
Was it from Puerto Rico?
No.
He was.
I remember he wasn't from Puerto Rico.
I don't remember.
But I don't remember. He was really, really nice.
He was really nice. He even said, like, I'm so glad you guys came in because it's like really. It made me sad because he was like, you know, this is like a fancier restaurant, but it's like not affordable to like locals. It's literally geared towards tourists. So he's like, it's super dead here.
Because we even wondered, we're like, damn it, okay, it is kind of dead.
Yeah, and he even said, he was like, with my pay, I can't afford to eat here. That broke our heart.
Yeah.
But like, he brought the vibes, like, good vibes.
It was really nice.
And that's when, so the whole trip, people were sending me money for like shots. And then that night, because it was the night before my birthday, like the night leading up to my birthday. Oh no, that was Sunday, just kidding.
But I think
that was the last night. It was like the last night where we're all together. Yeah,
because they still started.
Yeah, they were sending like, but that was the night that you guys were like, all right, we're trying to fuck this bitch up. Like,
all in.
The amount of money that was sent to me for drinks, I literally was like, girls, drinks on me the rest of the trip. Like, I got us. So that was fun. And then we went to the Placita again. We literally get there the minute, like, I step out of the Uber and there's a guy that's like, Placita closes in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, we had no idea.
We're like, oh.
Because apparently over there on Sundays or whatever, they can't sell alcohol past like a certain time. Yeah. Because we're like, oh, okay, well, fuck it. Like, we'll go to the grocery store and get like a bottle, and there we'll go. So like we go back to the.
Wait, but we still went to. We still went to like the club.
Yeah.
And we went to that one spot. The one spot that we went to, like, it was lit.
Yeah.
Like.
Yep.
We were there for like 10 minutes, good. But it was good. And do you remember those girls that were on like they were in like the corner? That like Negrita's dancing on the...
Yes, like going... Yeah.
I was like, period.
Yeah.
Eat that up. Eat that up.
No, but... No, yeah, and then we try going to another one? We did, right?
We went to the other one first. The one that was like super ratchet. We went to that one first. And then we ended at that one, then we left. Yeah, I don't remember what we did when we got back.
Yeah, I just know, like, we took the Uber. Patty and Ashley went back to the Airbnb. So Lem and I went to the grocery store because it was right there. We're like, okay, we'll just buy a bottle. We get there, and then they're like, oh, no, like, we can't buy you. We can't sell alcohol. We're like, what do you mean? And we're like, okay, can we go to like a liquor store? So then we asked the local workers. They're outside, like, just taking their break. We're like, where could we get alcohol? And they were like, oh no, tienen que ir hasta Carolina, literally. And they're like, it's just a 10-minute like Uber ride. And so Lemma and I looked at each other, like, damn, should we do it? And we're like, nah, we're not doing that. But yeah, literally, like, they were just like, oh, on Sundays, like, it's like a law, like, you cannot buy alcohol after, like, I think it was like 10 or 11. It might have been 11. But yeah, you would have to go all the way to a different like area or whatnot. But that's what happened that day.
I think that's the night we watched scary movies.
Yeah, we ordered like Burger King.
Yeah, that was like the last. No, is that when we made? Yeah, that was like the last like night we're all together.
Yeah, and
then the rest of the time we just like spent it at the beach and whatever. That was pretty much it. Like every day we're at the beach. Yeah, every single day.
As we should.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah. That was Puerto Rico.
Overall, it was so much fun. 10 out of 10 recommend. Thank you again, Mel, Ashley, Zoo, for coming. It was definitely like a weird time, but I'm so glad that I went because we needed to get away. Yep. Even if for the few days that you were there, I'm sure you needed that was very helpful.
1,000%. I know, and it was just coming back. The anxiety of coming back to reality. I was like,
bitch,
no.
I was scared. I was worried about you. It was to the point where like when Mely had to leave, I like really didn't say bye to her. I just said, okay, bitch, like I'll see you, because I already knew if I actually like said something to her, I would have broken down. Yeah. So it was a quick like. Text me when you get to the airport. Text me when you take off. Text me when you're home.
And shout out to Ren and Rose. They dropped me off at the airport. So
no, literally, they were the best. They were the absolute best.
Like, best hosts. I know. We'll be back.
We will, and we will be on the west side. On the west side.
Literally, I'm like, oh. Yeah, we have to go back.
And then when they come to LA, we're taking them to Soul Cycle.
Soul Cycle and brunch. There we go. Some right there. And we want to, we were like, when we go, might as well stop by Dominican Republic. It's on the way.
That was another thing. Literally, Ren was like, DR, he's like, it's a 45-minute ferry ride.
That's crazy.
And I was like, bitches, let's go. And he's like, but you need your passport. And I was like, I got mine. None of these bitches brought their passport. I was like...
that is like crazy. So I love that. Yeah. I'm like, that's next.
We going back.
Yeah.
It was so good. So good.
Yeah.
So what was after that?
We just came back, and obviously, there was services and stuff, everything. We had like the rosarios.
There was a lot of people still like at our grandma's house, and like I know like we do this in our family, like the novenario after, like 9 days after a funeral, we do like 9 days of the rosary. I know some people do it, some people don't. So we had that. So it's a constant like people coming over. Like from the moment it basically happens until the end of the novenario, there's always people coming in and out, visiting, paying their respects. It's a lot. it's appreciated because it's like we're surrounded by love and it's very helpful.
Yeah.
But it is a lot to like process everything. So when I came back, it was literally all of that, and it was very hard. Like I was scared to go to grandma's house. After everything, I was like, it's official. Like he's gone.
Yep. Yeah, and then it's just like his room and just like everything, you know. It's tough. I know, but now it's like a kind of like a comfort, like I don't know, it's like comforting to just be in his room, in his space. Like I stay at my grandma's every Thursday, and that's literally where I sleep, and it's just comfortable. Like I'm just like, oh, okay, like I'm here, and then I just look at that freaking bathroom side every single time, and just like it's and I can tell like even grandma's like, oh yeah, nada más me paso en su cuarto, but sometimes it's still like a little weird, you know. You get there and like so used to just at least hearing him like, you fucking cocksuckers, or like, hi bitch, and his car being there. But I mean, yeah, like I don't know,
it's just crazy that like he's not here. It's so weird.
But yeah, guys, that was like, that's kind of when we came back from April.
And then literally all of April was kind of like like
just like I was like
readjusting.
Yeah, literally that readjusting. Like I was going back to work, catching up, and then just kind of like trying to like deal with it.
Yeah, it was,
you know,
it was hard. But yeah, that was kind of like that. I honestly don't remember anything else of April. I had my birthday ride. That was like the only thing I did here to celebrate my birthday. I didn't want to do anything else.
So cool.
Oh yeah, I made those like TikTok shirts for people. But yeah, bitch, I don't really remember April. Like,
I'm trying to think.
I feel like that was like it, me looking at the calendar, because I'm like, was there something else?
I just feel like guys, honestly, like just because we've just had so much going on, that time has just flown by. I'm like,
we did there were 2 other events. So
you guys went out. So that like there was one where you guys went out. That show was crazy.
Oh yeah, we did do that. But I think that was after when I don't remember when we did that. We did do that. We went out as like a group, but I had this idea. We've had this idea for a very long time about taking a party bus to Dodger Stadium.
Oh my god,
and
guys!
At one brunch, like this was back in like
we did do
this
that.
was in like March or Feb, like after a Saturday Soul Cycle class. We always go to brunch, and we were already like, this is when it was raining. We were there for like 8 hours. We were like drinks in already, 4 margaritas, and I was like, oh my god, someone said we should go to a Dodger game, and I was like, oh my gosh, can we get a party bus? I've been wanting to do that forever. Like, we'll get a party bus and we'll go straight to Dodger Stadium. Everyone's like, oh my god, yeah, perfect. I was like, when I come back from Puerto Rico, we'll like book everything and we'll do it. Cool. We made it happen.
Yeah, guys.
10 out of 10. Recommend.
So much fun.
It was so funny.
It was so much fun, so funny. It was, and I'm just like, damn, we really did that.
We did a 9:30 a.m. Soul Cycle class, an hour class. Showered, got ready, got picked up, started drinking.
Literally drinking, and then drank throughout the freaking.
We got there late. We got there like
and then
the third.
Still went out.
We got there like the 3rd or 4th inning.
Yeah.
We left in like the 7th or 8th inning. We were just chilling on like some grass with like eating raspados.
Yeah, that shit was fire. Oh my god.
And then we went to a bar.
Yeah.
Shortstop.
Yes.
And then we went across the street to that restaurant.
Like a restaurant. Which was really good.
The drinks were good.
They were so good. And then what else did we? And then that's it. We went
to Hermosa.
Oh my god, we did, guys. Yeah, because it was around like Emma's birthday. I don't remember if it was like
it was before.
Yeah, and then she's like, oh, like
maybe
let's go out. So we went to Hermosa with a few of us.
Yeah.
Patty and I, at this time, we were already done.
Yeah.
So I already had like, okay, we'll go. And I already have a ride ready. So to pick us up.
The Uber ride, like we were like, okay, let's take a power nap. That nap fucked me up because I'm like, I'm ready to go.
Done. I was like,
and I was like, no, I'll stay. And then literally my leg was like, I have a ride. And I was like, I'm going with you. Bitch, because like, no puedo. Like, I'm done.
Yeah. I literally, like, I was like, okay, I had to, guys, since 9, like, we were like.
And we were up before that. Like,
yeah.
I was up at like 5 a.m.
Like, Chris gave us a ride. I was like, you guys picked me up around like 8. or 8:30.
Oh, that's how we got there. I was wondering how the fuck did I get to
right
this
now.
cycle?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris, shout out Chris,
Thanks
my
for
guy.
the ride.
That was so fun, but so good.
Yeah, it was
if you
so
haven't
much
seen our
fun.
TikTok, it's on my page or like my reel. It was so fun, so funny.
Yeah.
And then literally the weekend after that, I went to go see Fercho.
Oh yeah.
It was so good.
Oh my gosh.
So good. Also got lit.
I saw on TikTok talking about him. There is a guy that looks like him.
Yeah.
And I was like, bitch.
Yeah,
I
literally
was like, oh, he does. Yeah, he's pretty freaking cute.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much April. I had like that. And there was a night that we went out. It was after the Fed Show concert though. Oh, it was the first week of May because it was right before I went on my work trip. So like the first official week of May, like on the 5th, I flew to Boston. I was going to be there for a week. But unfortunately, my work trip was cut short.
Ended there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to make this a 2-part catch up just because we haven't talked to you guys in like 3 months. So is this it for our first episode back?
Yeah, this is it for our first episode. We will catch up with you guys on the next.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the same clothes, FYI.
Yeah.
Because I forgot that we're recording, doing it in a 2-part, but yeah.
But yeah, we'll see you guys
in our next episode. No, we'll see you next week.
Yeah,
because they're not going to see it for a week.
True.
So make sure to comment, like, subscribe.
Follow us on social media.
If you're listening to us on Spotify, please download, share, rate us, please.
All the above.
Please, because it helps. And we know that we were kind of out of the game for a bit, but now you kind of understand why. Mm-hmm. And throughout the whole time, like, don't get it twisted. Like, we kept saying, like, and even when we were in Puerto Rico, we were, like, recording here and there. Yeah. And we were like, oh, we're going to put this out. But then it was too much for us. And then we were start processing everything with our Theo. And then you had things going on. Mm-hmm. And we're like, okay, in May, we're like, next month, we're going to record.
And then
something else happened.
Back,
But yeah, stay tuned. We'll see you in next week's episode.
Bye.
Bye.